Hey everybody, welcome back to a movie geek out review. Whatever, we just saw Godzilla King of the Monsters. And wow, this is going to be our no spoiler. We're going to do this in a few minutes, and I'm going to be her for a change. Be like, I want to be done. I want to talk spoilers because I really want to talk spoilers. So don't worry about it. If we say a spoiler, we'll cut it out. You'll be totally fine. I should probably turn the engine back off, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Okay, so no spoilers. If you want a spoiler review, it'll be out like probably tomorrow. We'll do that too. I'll have a link in the description once I'm ready. That said, let's start with what did you enjoy it? Oh, actually, let me preface this so people know. So over the last 6 months, I guess, I decided to watch every Godzilla movie ever made. I hadn't really grown up with them, hadn't really seen the originals, just bits and pieces and YouTube vids or whatever. I'd of course seen the American ones, and I quite enjoyed 2014, but rewatching it along the way to show her for the first time, it was even more of an experience because of now having all the back catalog of all the other films. And I'll just say, I am so happy I watched all of those movies. It made this so much freaking cooler.
Just out of curiosity, did you watch like all the tangent movies like Mothra?
Not yet. I've started ordering all the Mothras. I got to get my order in for Rodan. I'm going to do it because I love them, especially the Heisei period. But that said, you've seen pretty much just the American ones. I'm asking.
The 2014 one.
Right, so you didn't even see the 98 one? I thought you saw, okay, you're better off.
I saw the cartoon.
Right, okay, well that's something I didn't see, the actual 98 cartoon.
I only vaguely remember it.
Yeah, so that gives you some idea of where we're coming from with this. I cried as much as I did in Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, I didn't know it was supposed to be a tearjerker.
Yeah, I doubt it got you. No. I mean, yeah, it's not How to Train Your Dragon.
There's like maybe one scene where I almost got misty-eyed.
Yeah, and again, I mean, it's not even so much sad. My tears were tears of nerddom and tears of, oh my god, they're doing that. Oh my god, I'm seeing a perfect representation of this thing I loved. Or, you know, the music, the way the music worked in this movie. I don't even want to spoil things about that. I'll just say the music. But yeah, oh my god, and there are shots in this movie that I would hang on my wall in a heartbeat. There's one particular shot. I'm fingers crossed, guys. I'm gonna try and get the Waxworks vinyl limited soundtrack, and I think it's Gatefold. And I'm like, I want that to be the imagery in the art because I just want to open that and just look at that while I listen to this awesome fucking Bear McCreary music. No surprise, by the way. I love Bear McCreary, so no surprise it was amazing. But wow. Sorry, what did you think about the movie?
Alright.
Did you just say that to shit on me, or just shit fuck with me, or are you really just alright on it?
No, it was very exciting. I do not have his level of enthusiasm on this, and that's not to say it's a bad movie. I'm dead inside. I'm sorry, people.
It's not even that. I think it's interesting that we have the different perspectives because I feel like the audience in there had the different perspectives too. Yeah. There were clearly some super fans, and then there were clearly some fan. Right. You're more American casual, and there's nothing wrong with that.
But no, I mean it's very exciting. The special effects are extremely well done.
Oh my
Although
god!
I'm sitting here going like I'm looking at the humans going like, y'all should have been like moving away from that thing like 10 minutes ago.
There's one thing I'll bring up in spoilers is like, shouldn't this be a thing? You guys got everything else right. I feel like this should be a thing, but they got so much right. I'm not going to crap on it.
Yeah, I mean, summer popcorn blockbuster. Totally.
You want to watch giant monster fights? You're going to like this movie.
Yeah.
Pacing was fantastic. I thought the human characters were all interesting. Like, unlike the 2014, the main character was a little flat and uninteresting at times. Not Bryan Cranston, but his son.
Oh, yeah,
You know, the one we really follow through the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't terrible, like a lot of people think, but I'm like, you know. But I thought in this one, at least, everybody was charismatic, interesting, and I cared about them, whether they're on there a little bit or a lot. You know, so I was really, really happy with how that turned out. And I think they did a really good blend of the human story with the monster story, and it was all logical and made sense how it worked while staying totally true to all the movies that have come before.
I have so many questions.
I might have some answers. We'll probably have to get into those in spoilers. But yeah, and again, I'm a new fan. I can only imagine. I might have cried more than Star Wars at this point if I had actually watched all those movies growing up. Like if they had been a part of my entire life. Because, I mean, I've only been loving it for like 6 months now, and I'm obsessed with Godzilla stuff now. I love it. She knows. You've seen my channel. You guys know how many NECA figures I've been opening, and I got more to come. But yeah, oh my God.
This is the closest to kaiju I have to a sushi dragon.
I had to rep my new, I mean, it's a new shirt, because again, I'm a new fan. I'm trying to be clear about that. I'm not trying to be a poser and be like, I've known forever. It's like, I didn't like Godzilla before it was cool to like Godzilla. I'm new, but I love it. But yeah, my God, and the way it starts is great. The way it moves is great. And we've both seen Skull Island. I should point that out too.
Yeah. Again, one of my questions is going to be, how is Kong versus Godzilla going to work?
Well, that's something they've already addressed in other interviews, but we'll talk about that too, because they even mentioned in the movie, Kong is still growing. He was baby Kong in Skull Island. So, things are going to get interesting.
Did they actually dress in this movie? I don't remember that.
Not in this movie, in Kong Skull Island.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't remember that either.
Yeah, well, I just rewatched Kong Skull Island like 2 days ago, so it's fresh in my memory. There was also some other there's a lot of references to Kong Skull Island. I'll leave it at that until we get to spoilers. Maybe too many would be my only thing. And in terms of monsters, I guess that would be, again, these are all nitpicks. I am so satisfied with this movie, and I can't wait to come see it in IMAX again. But like my small little nitpicks are, you get a bunch of monsters, you get a whole bunch of other ones, but if you're hoping for some surprise appearances, you might be a little let down. But then there's a couple that it's like, is that supposed to be the new version of so and so? But then there's like so many things on like monitors where it's like, I need to read, I need to pause this movie like crazy.
There is a lot of pause stuff, like especially like in the end credits.
I was gonna say, even in the end credits, there's some great stuff telling you how the universe kind of continues after all of this, and I was like, and this is not a spoiler. No, I'll save it just in case, because if you're super picky about spoilers, it might be considered. I was gonna mention one of the headlines in there that got me giggling, but
okay, well, spoilers.
Yeah, we won't. And but yeah, just the universe they're setting up, the way this works. The monsters looked so good. They looked so real, like in those last fights. But at the same time, like, I don't know how the hell they did it. It felt like people in suits, but not people. Like it had that photorealism of, but
to that point, I know that they did motion captures for the 3 different heads of Ghidorah with 3 different actors.
Yeah, I noticed that in the credits too. So I mean, I'm sure they,
so that may have kind of had part.
It has that feeling. Yeah. It's kind of like they did in Shin Godzilla, where it felt like a natural, like a human being in a suit, but not. It felt like it should, like an actual creature that can do things, that perfect blend of that. But even just like the rendering and the lighting and stuff in this, it was so good. And they give you such a great balance of like shots from human point of view, but also God's eye shots. You can really see the scope of things. And some of the cinematography, some of those shots, I mean, it's like, I need posters of that. It is gorgeous.
Not that you hang up all art.
I know, but like I would find a way. For some of these.
You wouldn't.
Yeah, no, this one big gatefold thing that I'm thinking of is like, oh my God, I want that so bad. Like I could go, if it wasn't already almost 1 a.m, I could go watch this again.
Speaking of,
all right, it's 1 a.m. I know.
Should we go on the spoilers?
I guess, even though 2 more minutes and I can double add this sumbitch. No, it's fine. No, we'll go on to spoilers. But yeah, obviously, as a new fan who's seen everything, all the anime movies on Netflix, the whole deal, which they do some things in here that I'm like, oh my God, I could see that 10, 15 movies down the line, they could kind of do a version of those Netflix animes, which I think would be fantastic. I could talk about that in spoiler. Yeah. But we'll get to that. So, but stay out of the comments if you don't want spoilers, because people probably spoil things. But if you're brave and you're checking it out, let us know if you're checking it out, what you thought, if it's really, really cool, all that. Otherwise, wait for the spoiler video if you really want to talk spoiler stuff with us, because I definitely want to read what you guys have to say, you can find all my reviews for every Godzilla film I watched, and most of them, if I could get the American and the Japanese versions, I watched both, on Stardust, the Stardust app, TheEricButts, or I have a link in the description. So if you want to go back and see me right after watching every one of these originals.
Wait a minute, you watched those movies twice?
Some of them. Okay. Like the original Gojira, and then I watched Godzilla King of the Monsters, the American version. I think the second one had some significant differences in the dub and sub tracks. I didn't get to see King Kong versus Godzilla twice because the American version I could not find. And then there's a couple others that I did that with.
I didn't know there was already a version of that.
Oh yeah, that was the 3rd ever Godzilla movie, was King Kong versus Godzilla, and it's my 5th favorite. Well, that may have changed after this movie.
King Kong's technically a Universal monster, isn't he?
Yeah, but there's a whole thing there. Okay. I also have some other Toho King Kong movies I've started ordering because I want to watch all those too.
Or is it because King Kong became it's like Dracula and all that? It's
I think that's kind of
not in copyright.
Right, yeah, public domain kind of thing. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so yeah.
I answered that question.
But anyways, you can check the Stardust out and get all that stuff too. So, all right. So click the thumbs up. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Click the thumbs up button. Give us the good old thumb of encouragement, as we do love to be encouraged. And I guess now we're going to get out of here so we can go talk some spoilers. And we'll see you all later.